Now here's an interesting item to discuss. Now, I'm not trying to scare anyone with power outages or anything like that, so don't get confused. I'm not a fear-mongering channel. Now, this device from Generlink, I want to discuss that with you. I'm gonna skip over and I'm gonna take this thing out of the box. But what if you had an option for the grid down and you needed to add power to your home? Another scenario, what if you had an option for your home, the grid goes down and it's an EMP? Wouldn't that be weird if you had that capability? You could possibly have that capability with this. I just have to show you what this is and discuss it with you. Now that I have the box open. So you have a meter box on the side of your home. Now, this would be what this would look like. If you say, it depends on what electric company you're attached to and if you can supply this direct, but you can't. If you've got to install, for safety measures, I have to explain this because it was explained to me how this works. You would have to install a secondary meter box, which would be this. You'd have an electrician come out and they would connect this, and then you would install, you see this part here, that is this thing here. Now I've still got it packaged in here because I don't want to have pieces of it go flying everywhere. I'm going to try and open it up the rest of the way. There's always so much stuff you've got to unpackage, but it's all good. It's for the great good of the preparedness community. Keep this out of the box. I'll be very careful with this thing so I don't drop it or damage it. This would be just the cover, okay? Instead of you seeing like a meter system here with numbers and whatnot, you would have a cover here, and there would be your hookup there, and over here is your plug. And in that plug, let me set that down. It also comes with this extra ring here. That is in the event you would attach. Basically, if your electric company would provide it where it's capable, your electric company's meter will go on the outside, and then this little gadget will go in between that electric company and Generlink, and then you would be able to hook up a generator to your home just like that. So that's with that system. Now, the reason why you would want to do a secondary meter box is so that this, say you're running, some electric companies, it's very difficult with this now. Say you're running, you're running your Generlink. You've got your Generlink going, and they give you the cord. This is a 30 amp right here. So you put your 30 amp in your generator, and your generator's going. Now, get power going to the house and everything. Power went out for a period of time where you needed it, say it's winter time or whatever. Now, say the power comes back on, and for safety measures like this, then in the possibility of, for who I have, it wouldn't work. So I would have to have a secondary meter box. So basically, side by side, I'll have the meter for the electric company, and then I'll have a meter for my generator. That's what it would look like. And it would look completely standard and factory to any person walking by. Oh, 2 meter boxes. You know, no big deal. Must have 2 electric bills. Anyway, so, but that system, but just imagine, I was told to throw this scenario out there for any of you out there that would consider such a thing. Now, we talk about Faraday cages and storing things, and we talk about, now this is great for running a generator in your home. Done. Get this, have an electrician hook it up, done. Now you've got a generator attached to your home whenever you need it. So that's that. Or option 2. Option 2 would be just take this thing, put it in a Faraday bag or a Faraday cage to protect it from any type of EMP event. Grid goes down, system doesn't work anyways, everything's broken, so your meter box on the side of your home is SOL. What do you do then? So you open up your Faraday bag, the world has ended, okay? So you would pull out your Faraday bag, you pull this thing out, your Generlink, and you would remove your old meter box. Now this is where it comes where you ain't gonna be able to call, you're not gonna be able to pull out the yellow pages and call an electrician at that point. You're gonna have to know what you're doing, okay? So you'd have to understand exactly where you're hooking that up at. So if you felt comfortable or you had enough knowledge, this is why I say get hardback books. Keep a prepper library that is a book encyclopedia type system for you instead of doing digital type stuff, because you can lose that stuff. Now you pull this thing out, hook it up to your home, and then voila, you would have a generator hooked to your house. But that goes back to the other thing. That's kind of why I brought it up. If you watch the other video about how you could die when the lights go out. Now that goes back to running a generator, and it depends on where you are. If you live out in the rural areas and stuff, like I mentioned in the video, I mean, there's the possibilities, because, you know, Billy, Ed, and Frank, and Farmer Billy Bob, you know, whoever, you know, they happen to just be riding by and they hear that noise. You know, who's cutting their grass during the apocalypse? You know what I mean? They hear that sound, and it's good to get. If you're going to get a generator and you get something that runs on dual fuels, would be good, propane or gas, and either way. And then, or a diesel generator works pretty good. And you keep large quantity. If you're on a farm like myself and you keep large quantities of diesel fuel handy, there you go. You know, it's just another good thing. And it's good to, you know, if you know co-op and stuff, folks that they'll come out and pump your. And you can order, you can get diesel fuel, the red stuff. There's red or green for diesel, and most folks don't know. One's taxed, the green's taxed, and the red ain't taxed. So, but apparently if you get caught pumping red diesel into your pickup truck, then you're going to get in big trouble or whatever. But whatever. But you know, there's like co-ops out there where you can just get big 350 gallon the IBC totes of fuel delivered to your house, or you know, a truck would come out and fill your canister for you, your steel container that you have on hand. There's what was the other thing I wanted to mention? I know, but you know, the options with generators, you know, it's you could do so many different things, but there's different fuel sources and stuff like that. So figuring it out, you know, getting it the way you want it. That's pretty much all it comes down to. But I thought it was a cool idea, and this is something I'm going to be tinkering with for a while. So I've got I'm going to do another video later at a later date, because I'm not doing the Faraday cage thing, and it's only because I want to finish the process. I want to see it finished. I want to see a generator hooked to the home. That was the other thing I wanted to mention. Running like, say you have like a heat pump or central heat and air or something like that. Now you're going to have to run what's called a slow start if you're going to run, because the 50 amp hookups that are on a generator, and then you have your 30 amp hookup that goes to your house. You know, you're only going to be running certain items, and the way you run a generator is where you shut off all your breakers and then you gradually start everything back up. The items that you want to run, not just a bunch of crazy stuff. So if it's unnecessary to run it, you don't run it. So you just run what you need. That's what the circuit panel's for. You flip those and put the ones you want on. And if you want to run, say, central heat and air, my suggestion would be to install a couple of air conditioners, just in case they have heat or cold. But if you need to run the central heat and air, you're going to have to do what's called a slow start. Now, the unfortunate thing about having a slow start on your on your pull this thing back up. The only thing that's unfortunate about, I just want to show you guys while I'm talking, because I kind of figured you guys probably want to look at it more. Let's open this guy up. That's what it looks like on the inside. All the craziness there. But anyways, if you wanted to do a slow start on your central heat and air, there's a hookup for it, but it will do it every time, forever. It'll always do it. So that just means it's going to start off gradually. It's going to go, because it requires like 60 amps to get going, and in order for it to do that, it's going to have to start off real low, and then it's going to have to work its way up gradually, because if it bumps up 60 amps right off the bat, it's not going to come on. And it won't come on because you're not going to generate enough with a standard generator. I mean, that goes into like the high-end generators. It's just not going to happen. But you could do a slow start on it, and there's nothing wrong with doing a slow start. I'm just kind of informing you that it's going to do that forever, you know, once you convert it over to a slow start. And there's videos of people doing that and hooking them up and showing them to you. But anyways, I'm just sharing, and this is me sharing this thing. This thing's a trip. But hopefully my next video on this thing, I'll show you guys with it on, operating. It actually goes like this, but I'll show it on and operating, and I think you guys are going to like it. It's pretty cool. It's just it's another neat little prep for anyone out there who's could be involved in any situation. So you just kind of prepare for everything, right? That's all I got. Go check them out. I'll have the link to this Global Power Products. I'll have a link to them in the drop down menu, and you can click them, go check that stuff out. And if you're having trouble figuring it out, what you need, the exact one you want, you can contact them. They'll answer you questions if you're just unsure. Yeah, do I do the 40 amp? Do I do the 30 amp? Which one? Because I said, you know, hey, should I do 40 or should I do 30? And 30 was decided. So it depends what you actually need, but they can help you figure it out. God bless. Take care. Please share. Please like. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And God bless. Take care and stay sane.